Base has no token. If Ethereum runs, and it will, capital funnels to Base. And one Base meme can still become a $20 billion plus monster in the blow-off. We only need 2 to 3 months of up. Sometimes 30 days changes everything. Subscribe for daily levels and the Real Flow dashboards. VIP link in the bio for the full plan. Bitcoin, nice chart recently, right? Right up above this, pressing this 117,000 point of control, and also lower part of this channel that we were in before we lost it and did this. This area right here shows a thin pocket, really more closer to like 20, from like 18, from 19, from here up, thin pockets. And options pin, max pain is at 114,000. That's what you need to know. There's heat map risk. All this liquidity would bring us, just grab all that would bring us down to 109,000. Okay, so that is still on the table. Ethereum on the 1 day, let's take a look. Chart looks nice. This is what you need to know. Break above 4,800, right? Then we're on our way to touching 5,000. And from here, I would honestly, from here, break 101,000, put some bodies over here, then we're moving way higher. But I would imagine that we would probably not break on through the first time. We'd probably hang out around this area before a decision was made, right? We'll see what happens. Still, first things first, get above 4,800. Ethereum looking good. Ethereum BTC, same type of thing, right? I would need C to get excited. Us above with bodies above 0.043. Right now, we're at 0.040. We have to hold on to this area at least to have a chance to get up there. All right, that's Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Breath. For that, we take a look at others. It broke topside. It broke this range right here. See this range right here? It broke it for now. Let's see, just barely. Let's see if this continues, all right? That would mean next leg up territory, all right? Or it could be that we reject. If we reject, then we'll just do more of this the same. Maybe consolidate right around this area, 33, just 312, 310 billion. Bitcoin, dominance. Take a look at that. Slipping, falling, can't get up. 57%. No flows, Ethereum, Bitcoin. I won't show them because I have to do all this. Well, fine, just so you believe. Bitcoin and Ethereum flows have been green lately. That's Bitcoin. That's Ethereum. This ETF flows are important because that means dips get bought. And we see some green right there. And let's finish off the macro. With the macro, DXY looking soft. 2-year bond yield also soft. 10-year bond yield also soft. Good. Down. This is perfect. Keeps the window open. VIX is muted. All good stuff. We need that to continue. So why Base? Well, it's backed by Coinbase, number one. And number two, it's an L2. Ethereum. See this? This is Ethereum. Total value locked, right? TVL of Ethereum. And it's the biggest by far, right? It's over 50% of the importance of crypto networks, Ethereum. And Base right here, number 6 for a chain that's pretty new by TVL, is the L2, layer 2 of Ethereum. Do you think this is it? It's going to constrict? It's going to have a crappy bull run? No, I think Ethereum's going to have a huge bull run. It's going to go to $10,000, $12,000. And guess who's going to get the shine? Base, because it's the number 1 L2 of Ethereum. And Coinbase is behind Base. Coinbase has deep pockets. Coinbase wants Base to succeed. Coinbase will throw money at Base. Coinbase will probably have some type of, not partnership or help, however, right? Somehow help move along their Base ecosystem projects, right? The good ones, right? And the good ones are actually memes, like these 4. And the great parts is Base has no coin, unlike Tron, unlike BSC, unlike Bitcoin, unlike Solana, unlike Ethereum. Base has no coin. So how do you get exposure to Base if you believe my thesis, right? And you think, oh yeah, it makes sense, Base is gonna grow. How do I get exposure? Well, you can buy Coinbase equity, right? You can buy stocks. I guess you could do it through just buy Ethereum, but you won't get the same returns, right? Because it's less risky. And Base ecosystem tokens as well, right? And that's the most retail accessible memes, actually, specifically memes, right? And that leads me to my Fab 4. One of these four will become Base's headline memes this cycle. We're looking at, don't watch my stuff, we're looking at Toshi, the face of Base, Miggles, the mascot, Keycat, the icon, Dog and Me, the spirit. Take a look at each one individually. One of these 4 will probably be the top meme. Okay, Toshi right now is the second biggest meme on Base. And if it gets to a $20 billion market cap, if it becomes the top meme on Base, and then Parabolic Bull Run, the top meme should be at $20 billion market cap plus. At $20 billion, Toshi would be 6 cents. Right now, it's at 3 zeros, 61 cents. Right? 3 zeros, 61 cents. But the chart looks great on the monthly. Take a look. On the weekly too, on the daily too. It's just a bullish chart overall. Toshi could be the one. And if it is, I think it's looking at a $20 billion market cap. At least Toshi at the face of base. Last 2 months, previous 2 months, bullish, green, red, green, I'm sorry, green. And since September 24, look at this, we've just been going up. We had a big blow off part right here, and then we just had to cool off for a little while, for a couple months, and then now we've been on the upswing, right? Since really this low in April, this low in April, right? Boom, boom, boom. Satoshi looks good on the month, 6 cents right now, 3061. On the daily, is it a good area to buy? Short answer, yes. In between the 50 and the 200 EMA, consolidating. As we can see, if history repeats, if this pattern keeps repeating, at some point we're going to go up here. It's this area above 3085, make a higher high. And so right now this area is good. We get rejected here, then we can come back. We can come back down to 3055 near this 200 EMA. We might even touch it. That would be great. Great buy areas. That would be great buy areas. Talk fundamentals really quickly. First base meme to 1 billion in volume. Exchanges like that, guys. Exchanges like that. Fresh NFT Catalyst 2 with Coinbase 1 and credible leadership arc. Right? All of these have strong teams. Right? All of these have strong teams. All of these have strong communities. They all have IP rights. I mean, they check off a lot of boxes, and they're on base, guys. They're on base. They're known on base. One of these will be the one. And on the daily, again, we mentioned it's between the 50 EMA. So grabbing it down here at 3055 would be probably the most ideal, but still, even just nibbling, DCAing, waiting a couple of days, waiting a week, see what happens, buying again. Eventually, this thing's going to go up this way, right? So that's Toshi. Technically looks strong. Fundamentally, also for a meme, strong. Miggles, the mascot. Having a green day today. Let's bring it to the monthly. Fundamentals, I talked about team just now, and I gotta say, the biggest reason why I got into Miggles, I could see it, just the team. I've heard the team speak quite a bit. I know, based on what they say in those meetings, what their goal is, right? They have high expectations for themselves, right? And I think that they can reach it because they're doing the things that they need to do, right? They are at events. They are like I said in a tweet that I did. They're shaking hands, kissing babies. The team there, I really like. I'm very bullish on their team, and I think that they're doing it right? So if it pays off, right, and they become all the hard work, the community, everything, they become the #1 meme, which they could. Okay, Miggles is the mascot. Coinbase, $20 billion would take the price of Miggles to $20. Right now, it's at 2 pennies, 0.029, just under 3 cents, guys, just under 3 cents. And looking at it on the monthly, it's just been consolidating, all right, constricting, basically, right? Look at these little bodies, right? These are dojis, meaning a stalemate. Eventually, it's going to break off, and I think we're going to see something like this right here. Boom, right? Break this triangle. So Miggles is honestly at a great buy price. Let's look at the daily really quickly. Right here, sideways in this triangle. See better, and that's really the fight. Once we get through this area, which I think we will, eventually we have to fight this line right here, which is at 0.035. We break through that, then it's game on. And I think we will see something once the market completely turns and gets extremely bullish, right? Or we get a catalyst in the short term. Miggles, good buy area. They're all in good buy areas, guys. KeyCat is the icon. Let's take a look. Icon fundamentals. Let me mention them really quickly as I move to the monthly. It's brandable. Right? It's brandable. This everyone knows the keyboard cat. Okay, it's one of the biggest memes out there, one of the most recognized memes out there. To wit, vis-a-vis, case in point, whatever. A documentary is coming out. A documentary is coming out on the meme. Right? The creator of that meme has also been onboarded by the team. I believe they also have IP rights. I mean, again, checks off a lot of boxes. All of these do. Right? That's why any of these 4 could really be the top meme on base. And if Keyboard Cat is the top meme on base, then the price of Keyboard Cat at $20 billion market cap, right? And it could be higher for the top meme on base, probably will be $20 if Keyboard Cat is the one. Technically looks great. It broke out of this triangle. You see this triangle right here? It's just retesting it right now for this month. Let's see what happens. But this was last month. Broke right through. First time since we started coming down this triangle, right? This line. First time. That's big, right? That's bullish. So that it's red. Great time to buy. Let's take a look at it on the daily. What does the daily tell us? Playing on this 5200 EMA. Right now we're smack dab in between it. Let's see what happens. We gotta get above 0045 if we can. then I think the next area would be short-term 0049. If you can get it between this 50 EMA and this 200 EMA at 0042, I think that would be some great buys. That would be some great buys, some great DCA. Could we go lower and drop here? Possible. It depends on what the rest of the market does, right? But I mean, I would bet right around this area right here, right? Accumulate and wait to see what happens. But the chart looks good. Chart looks bullish. A lot of bullish catalysts, and I'm pretty sure more to come. By the way, of the three, Dog and Me, Keyboard Cat, and Toshi are all on Coinbase, all right? So they're gonna get exposure that way to Coinbase customers, right? They're on Coinbase, the exchange. And finally, last but not least, Dog and Me, the spirit, okay? Because you gotta have that dog in you in life, right? And it's the spirit of base, right? If you want to succeed, you got to be tougher than life is, and life is pretty damn tough, right? Life is extremely tough, so you gotta have that dog, and you can't quit that. No quit that. Woof, right? Where my dog's at, right? So I can definitely see that doing extremely well. It's got a rabid community, right? It's got a rabid community, and I think that they're working hard. I interact with the Dog and Me X account, right? He or she, I don't know, but they're active. Whoever runs that, and it's really cool. I like that. It's one of the few of the four that actually gives love back to me, so that I think that's cool. And they do it for the whole community. The community is good, strong. I like Dog and Me. I can see it being the one. All right, and if it is the one, that's $20 billion market cap. And what does that mean? 30 cents is what that means. If it gets 20 billion, 30 cents is where the price of Dog and Me. Right now it's at 3052, 30 cents. Take a look at it on the monthly. That's what it looks like. It's a good chart, right? Similar to Miggles in that the last couple of months has been compressed. Miggles has been compressed for longer, right, as we saw. But this is, and the bodies are smaller, so it's really tightly compressed these last 2 months, especially after some violent moves, right? But generally, those moves have been to the upside, as we can see in this chart. 3052, it's at a good buy area. Eventually, same type of thing, right? Where there's so much indecision, eventually it's gonna break through violently in one direction or the other. Similar to Miggles. Miggles might even break through much more violently based on the chart. But here we can see something really interesting on this and Dog and Me that it could go, because look, that's what it looks like when it goes. All right, months and months moving up, boom, boom, boom. I could definitely see that. But in crypto, you only need 2 or 3 months, right? So we don't need this. So maybe all this could be compressed in like 1 or 2 months of just huge, massive green candles, right? You're gonna see. We're gonna see. I'm betting to the upside, guys. $20 billion market cap, 30 cents for Dog and Me, right? And it could be the one, right? The top meme on base is going to get that, guys. Top meme on base is going to get that. All we need is 2 to 3 months of up, right? And sometimes 30 days can change everything. We've seen it. So this one has a lot of stored energy. Okay, so it could get a violent move. So let's close this thing out. All right, let's go back. What we need to see for all this to happen. Short term, we got to be watching Ethereum, BTC. All right, stay above 4 cents. That's what we need there. Okay, so stay above 4 cents. Watch around top right here, 0.043, to see if we can get above that. If we can stay above 4 cents, that would be the area of interest. From there, we go higher. Bitcoin, we need to get above this line, 117. If we do, then there's not that much resistance overhead right here, but we haven't been able to break 120, but we'd be up there, and we'd be fighting again over there. If we reject, probably gonna come back down here between 113 to 111,000 and consolidate, maybe go underneath a little bit this line, maybe even wick down to 1.9. Why? Because there's a lot of liquidity to be had, okay? And usually that's a magnet. That's a lot of liquidity to be had right there, all the way down to 109 basically, right? So that's why. Beware of that, right? Beware of that 109. Options tells us where is max pain around 114,000. Okay, so this acts like a gravity spot, so into settlement. So you can expect chop around this area, around 114, where we're currently at. ETF flows, Ethereum, Bitcoin, all green, so that adds structural bid. And so no base coin means the alpha is in the edges. If Ethereum leads and base keeps pulling users, which they will, one of these becomes the headline meme. We only need a strong 2 to 3 months, sometimes 30 days. Changes. Subscribe and turn on notifications, VIPs, get the dashboard, ETF flows, Ethereum, BTC, others, and my exact triggers every morning. Link is in the bio. With all that said, I will see you guys in the next one, probably Monday. Have a good one. Enjoy your weekend. Peace.